Early in Santa Clara University's history, students recognized the unique and exceptional atmosphere the school fostered, not only in its physical beauty, but also with its sense of camaraderie that encourages lifelong relationships. And it was in this setting, on April 27, 1881, that a small group of students gathered to form the Santa Clara University Alumni Association and draft its constitution.
When I first found the Alumni Association Constitution that they wrote in 1881, I realized that the same values that they had about Santa Clara then are the values that we share now.
Article 3, the object of this society shall be to strengthen and perpetuate college friendships, to preserve a lively memory of her maternal care and substantial benefits, to spread abroad.
The care and encouragement that Santa Clara provides transforms students into adults and turns promise into fulfillment.
I don't think I understood the way Santa Clara alumni have a lifelong relationship with the university until after I graduated. And it was really then that I realized what a special place this was. Now, when I graduated, I didn't want to leave.
I have my parents up in Washington State, so that's, of course, my first home. But when I come back to Santa Clara, I know it's home.
You need to always think back to the time that you spent at Santa Clara and think of it as a, very nurturing, very positive teaching role that the university played, I think, in your life.
Santa Clara College, to evince our love for our college and to renew our friendships.
Like many a love affair that captures a youthful fancy, the relationship formed between student and school has a profound and lingering effect.
I have such strong feelings toward the university, so much love for it that, I wish I were a poet so I could express it.
I don't know if there was a specific moment, but just going to the first couple of days of class, I realized that I don't think I would have been happier in any other place.
The love for Santa Clara can be expressed in many ways, in laughter or in telling a great story. And I know for some it even involves singing the fight song.
My dad was the first person to ever teach me to sing the Santa Clara fight song. I had to learn it, along with my brothers and sisters. It was just part of being a Santa Clara family. Varsity fight for Santa Clara, banners of red and white on high. No matter
great your foemen, let your motto be to do or die. Drop, drop, varsity men, we are cheering for you. Our gallant heroes, sturdy, staunch, and true. Remember the right and might of red and white for Santa Clara, warriors fight for victory and our dear old SCU. For victory and our dear old SCU.
Whereas it is fitting that occasion should be taken to renew the bonds of fellowship, which time and separation are naturally...
Sharing common experiences with fellow classmates shapes an individual's character and creates bonds that last a lifetime.
Fellowship is really about family. Fellowship and the bonds of fellowship are the relationships that we've created between family members here at Santa Clara. Not just my classmates, but the bond that I have with anyone who's gone to Santa Clara.
There are a number of classes that have a reunion every year, not just every 5 years. And I think that shows what the Santa Clara family means, that they're very close to each other. And it's not just the alums that are close, but also their families. So it's kind of an expanded family, the alum plus their spouses and children.
There's a sense of family in how the alumni office builds the bridge between the university and the alumni, keeps us connected. They encouraged us to get involved and to stay a vital part of the university, which is also what it's all about, to be a family.
Most times when I meet somebody from Santa Clara, besides you went there and I like them, I start talking and I listen to them, I like them, and I get enthusiastic about the university all over again, because here's someone who's a product of that university.
the acquisition of science, and the cultivation of virtue, and to enjoy at
Grounded
stated
in
times.
moral excellence, Santa Clara channels students to look outward, producing alumni who are generous of spirit and benevolent of deed.
Virtue almost scares me. The word is so profound and all-inclusive. I just think it's living a life where not only do you take care of yourself and your family, but others.
If I were to nail down one statement that signifies the Santa Clara family, it would be this.
Our family has great compassion.
The family is going to be the builders, and the family is also going to be the menders and healers and repairers.
As long as there is ignorance, prejudice, poverty, sickness, and injustice in this world.
The duty of the family is immediate.
That's where compassion comes in. We do not say it is mine with a closed hand, but I'm yours.
I'm yours.
I'm yours. I'm yours.
And if there's any way that we can make this world better, we are going to do it. Because our aim is to be rich. And the judgment of that richness will be not on what we have, but on what we've given.
I don't think you could come from Santa Clara University and not be involved in some way in your community. It seems to just permeate that feeling, what they want you to do from the time that you come here.
The Santa Clara Alumni for Others program is one great way to organize alumni to perform community service. We also take the opportunity once a year to honor alumni who have served the Alumni Association and who have served the university.
The Bannon Award represents Father Bannon. Father Bannon was truly committed to Santa Clara in every way. And he was such a wonderful human being, such a kind, loving person. Love was all that he could talk about. And it seems to me the Bannon Award reflects how someone does not just love the Alumni Association or the alumni, but loves what happens, what people do. The Ignatian Award was started at our 100th anniversary of the Alumni Association. And alums got together to recognize alums who make a real important contribution to the community, how they make it better.
The Alumni Family Scholarship Fund is fabulous. The alumni families who wanted to have their children come here many times could not qualify for financial aid from the state. So why don't we, as an alumni association, come together and start a family scholarship fund, which might make the difference between having those, children come here.
The Alumni Family Scholarship has been a blessing for my sister and I to attend such prestigious universities such as Santa Clara University. It just relieves a lot of stress on my parents financially, and just to know that the alums throughout the years are helping me to receive such a great education.
Substantial benefits. To spread abroad a knowledge of the great opportunities to be found within her walls for study.
Students, former and present, are the school's best advocates, extolling the virtues of Santa Clara University while living the values of a Jesuit education.
When you meet a Santa Clara alum, they're going to tell you about their experiences, they're going to tell you a story, they're going to tell you some of the great things that they remember. Not only do we cherish the wonderful memories that we have, but we know that Santa Clara is great today. In fact, that's one of the great roles of the Alumni Association, is to remind people what's going on campus these days and make sure that the university gets better. That's how we can contribute to the Santa Clara family, is to make it the place that we want it to be.
They're involved in their communities, whether they're mentoring, talking to students about going to the university, or coaching, or teaching, or volunteering at the schools.
We'll go into a grammar school in an impoverished area and set up this room into a half library, half computer room, wire it and the whole thing. And he said, guys, people from Santa Clara did that? Which is kind of unheard of, that a university will sponsor a program like that locally. But it's what we're supposed to do. It's what we're supposed to do.
I really appreciate the Alumni Association doing so much of the work that is required to put on the events that bring the people back, whether it's a chapter event or an event on campus. All these things contribute to a feeling of family, a feeling of belonging, a feeling of interest, and a feeling of caring.
Well, the alumni are extremely important to the university. They partner with the on-campus community in making Santa Clara what it is today. My hope for the Alumni Association that it continues to develop. It continues to be able to connect people to what we call the Santa Clara family. It's the way for us to come together and to help our alums understand what Santa Clara is like today so that they continue to reflect the best of Santa Clara in their communities and understand Santa Clara.
For 125 years, through periods of tremendous transformation and shifting moral values, the Santa Clara University Alumni Association has remained steadfast in its purpose: promote the university, promote Jesuit values, and promote a connection between a storied past and a promising future.